You guys know him, right? He's your former champ, whether you like it or not. I hear everyone talking about him. But we have Denny Martinez coming in the building. Let's hear a round of applause, right, for Denny
The
Martinez.
champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
He is right there, right under. How's it going, Denny? Blessings, blessings.
Blessings.
Hey, so right now I'm talking about the highest scoring teams and some of the scores that was having last week. All right, right here is by myself today. Andy had some technical issues that he's dealing with, so maybe we see him, maybe we don't. So you got me today, me and you.
There you go. We're here. We're
Hey,
here.
it happens, right?
Yeah. Oh,
All right, so right now, last week the highest scoring team was Denny Martinez. Stay humble with 1916. Lowest scoring was Team Garcia, 1196. The biggest blowout was Ja Morant to Team Garcia, 118 to 119. I mean, 1,819 to Team Garcia, 1,196. And closest game, Denny, was by 11 points.
wow.
11 points was the closest game was Team Ballers and Big Papa. The blowout, Denny, was by almost 700, 600 something points blowout. Team Garcia, wow. I talked so much hype about him, and here we are. All right, well, let's not talk about him yet. Denny, all right, you are the man that everyone's talking about, though, lately. You know that? Everyone's
I
talking
heard
about you.
about that. I heard.
Yeah,
Okay,
everyone's talking about
nothing.
your team, man. You coming up, killing
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah. Well, we're gonna start hard. We're gonna finish hard. That's what it is.
Yeah,
That
so
no,
how,
no, no.
how did,
Hold on, hold on,
all right.
hold on. Let me stay humble.
Ah, no, Danny, please stay humble. Let us stay humble, right?
Let me stay humble.
Let's stay humble on it. Mira, Danny, all right. How it felt? One side question, right? I know I didn't send you this question, but it's an easy one to lay up, no worries. But how did it feel winning last year, man? Beating everyone 17-1, bro.
I can tell you one thing. And Garcia,
Uh-huh.
he spoke about this. He
Okay.
say, I think Jesus himself is sitting beside Danny and every week
Yeah, no, you keep reminding me
because
too.
what I can say, yeah, what I can say is it was all the time, a lot of the weeks was close, very close. I was by lucky, by
Yeah,
1, by 2 points winning.
the
That
skin of
was
your
that was
teeth, right?
crazy. That was crazy. Yeah. Yeah. It was competition, but happened is that I don't know. I don't know. My team was doing, good.
Yeah,
I
no,
was
hey,
wrong.
yeah, it looked like your team was doing great, man, last year. All right, let's get into the two questions. Let's get into the team that we're talking about today, then let's get into the the pick 'em, what we call pick 'em. So we pick whatever's the matchup that's coming up, we pick who wins. All right, so we're gonna go with the two questions first. You know, just for I know you're busy, man, so we want to get you here when you get you out, and do your thing. All right, so first question you got from me, right? First question is, man, so many people talk about your team, right? So many people say that you pick up what we think is nobodies and they just score 50, 40. I seen you pick up Ryan Rollins and just if you ask me who's Ryan Rollins, I'm like, I have no idea. And he scores 50, 40 easily. So in what type of strategy do you use when you drafting and when you picking up players? Because man, like you said, it looked like Jesus is on your team every time you pick up somebody.
Nothing, nothing. I wanted to tell you something. Last year, you remember that thing was in your house that we was doing the draft?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I don't remember. I think no, I was here at home and I got the papers. Remember the papers?
Yeah, I remember. It
I
was
mean,
2 years ago. You was at my house. Last year you was in your yeah with the
at
papers,
my
right?
house, yeah, yeah, that's how it was. But I was using the papers.
Yeah.
But uh, um, I remember they only had like 100 players at the list that I
Okay.
have on the papers. And when those 100 players finish, I say now what I gonna do? You know what I mean? And I was like, let me try my best to remember the players, how they play. I was watching sometime the games. I was
Yeah.
rolling in every channel on TV, watching different teams, different players,
Yeah.
and enjoy my wife the game. I started watching these people, and after that, the 100 people that I have in my list end. When they end, I start thinking about people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How they play, and I love how they play, and I start picking them, drafting them. Like this year, I have the list too.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, because the 3 years that we've been in the league,
Yeah.
I've been getting more experience, and I'm able to watch games and see who's playing. If you ask me the first time that I draft, the first year that I play in this league, I remember that I only remember Shaquille O'Neal, Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
because
And
that
they're
was.
not here no more.
Yeah, exactly. What I'm trying to say is I don't know nobody. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Exactly.
Because well, when I start here in this league, I start knowing players, new players that I
Yeah.
never watched them play. But this year, I used the same strategy. I was using the papers, but something changed. What changed? That I think it was like the second round, something. I said, you know what? I'm gonna throw these papers away, and
Yeah.
I throw the papers away. I feel confidence. I say, I remember these players playing good. And I start watching it. And one thing, I noticed the people start leaving the shot when it's the draft,
Yeah.
leaving the draft, coming back from the draft, leaving the draft, coming back. And I know they're not paying attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They only go by
Exactly.
their mind. You know what I mean? And they not paying attention because they're not paying attention. I say, I'm gonna be here. I never left the shot and the draft. I was watching all the time who you picking. You know what I mean? And
No,
I say,
that
no, no.
hey, and that's
And
smart. That's
yeah,
smart.
because I say they don't know. They think that they had everybody in their mind, and actually you got 2 minutes to pick. It was
Exactly.
4 minutes this year, but you know,
Yeah, it
you
got
don't have.
moved. Yeah, it was 4 minutes and then it kept going lower and lower.
Yeah,
But yeah, no,
exactly.
you're right because like you kind of like think oh yeah, I'm gonna pick up this guy, this guy, this guy. They're the best. And like when you get to the draft and when you go back in the to the draft room, you look and say, oh, this guy's not here. So then you're like kind of looking real quick. And I like how
Yeah,
you say that you feel more confident that you're getting better and that you're watching the games because a lot of times, we think we know, but we don't watch any of the games. We don't see how they play. We don't see, how many minutes they're playing, if the coach likes them or not. So that's all part of it. Studying.
yeah. And
So
that's the way that trying to do it this year. I say no, no. I'm gonna go. I know some people that I know they can play. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
exactly.
through the season, I'm watching you. You know,
Yeah,
even though I'm not playing with you,
uh-huh,
I'm going to your team. And watch
exactly.
what you're doing through the week. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And who players do you have? How they play? And all this stuff. When you put it together and you're gonna draft someone, you know what you're doing. You know what I mean? I don't say
exactly.
that I know a lot, but at least I'm trying to put it in my mind.
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
exactly.
okay, okay. This guy picked this one now. Okay, okay. I need two centers. Okay, let me go for the centers, and I look center or forward, whatever.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
and before they may be watching a TV or on a movie or something or whatever, and I'm here looking for the ones that I need next. You know what I mean? And when
exactly.
it's my turn, I don't need 4 minutes. I don't need 1 minute. You know what I
Just
mean?
boop, right
Because
there,
I
you
already
got it.
know. Yeah, I
Exactly.
got them. Sometimes you pick mine. I say, man, you know what I mean? But it doesn't happen all the time, you know?
Yeah,
That's the way.
exactly. All right, so
Yeah.
speaking about the draft, right? Andy had a question that he sent to me to send to you. All right, and fairly simple one. All right, if you had to if you had to change your first round pick if if you want to change it, you know what I'm saying? Who would you pick?
From the beginning, I got it on my mind. You know what I mean? Giannis is a player where I think I already got him like 2 times in
Yeah,
2 years. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And me and Joseph trying to pick him all the time. And I like Giannis. And but it was a lot of different people like from San Antonio Sport, Wemby.
yeah,
I
Wemby.
think he can be a good first. You know what I mean? But I was a little scared with him. But I go with Yanni.
Yeah, you would go
Yeah,
Giannis if you had the number one pick, Giannis, right?
yeah, yeah,
Hey, he stays healthy, he
yeah.
consistent, right?
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Or I like Lucas too. You know what I mean?
Oh
But
yeah, trust me.
that thing, I was watching Lucas. I think I was watching Lucas, and well, sometimes I got scared that his defense is so bad for me. You know what I mean?
It's really
and
bad,
and I
but
was watching him and people taking the ball from his hand away. And I was in my mind, no, I think Giannis gonna be my first
yeah,
pick.
less turnovers, right? Hey,
Yeah,
but we got skinny Luca now, Laker fan, you, me, right? So we got skinny Luca. He looks like we playing good. That's what I'm talking about. LA all day, LA.
there
All right.
you go.
So let's hopefully, he the rest of the year he keeps it up and he plays some
Yeah,
better defense, right?
yeah.
All right, so before we get into picking up the matchups, right? You faced a team, right? Your last week, right? And I'm not trying to bully the team, right? I'm not trying to bully the team. You speak how you want to speak about the team, right? But
Okay.
now each week our new guests, right? You're the first one to do this segment, right? We're gonna speak about another team that's not your team or any of our teams, until it gets to that point, right? So we're going to speak about another team just for you can, to see everyone's mindsets on a different team, what they think about that team, what they like, what they don't like, or, what I'm saying, or, players that they think, you shouldn't have drafted him or whatever's the case, right? It's just your idea of the team. So this week team was a team that you faced last week. So hopefully you have at least some knowledge on the team that he has, right? And it's IR Squad, right? The team that keeps changing name, Kano. The team that keeps changing name, right? So he got some good players here. He got Jaren Jackson Jr. He has AD that's hurt. He has Luca that's in and out right now, and he got some few good other players there. If you could talk maybe, a couple seconds of what you think how the team is and, um,
Yeah,
any thoughts on the
yeah.
team?
Okay. I don't want to bullying his team, but I want to bullying him. I want to bully Cano.
That works. Hey, that works.
Cano. Cano, he is desperate. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah,
desperate,
it
and he's
looks like it.
and he's dropping players like crazy. You know what I mean? Like doing crazy things, crazy movements.
Yeah,
And it's the beginning of the season. You know what I mean?
yeah.
We just starting, and
And
but he got
before you
some play.
go, before you keep going, I just let you know, he actually has the most moves in our league right now with 13. So he's like moving
Sorry.
everybody. So he has the most moves now. Sorry,
Yeah,
continue.
yeah, yeah. I can see that on him, and he's another Andy, trying to do trades like crazy, like
Yeah, I
yo, man,
know.
think what
Hey,
you doing?
I wish
Yeah,
Andy
but
was
he's
here
trying.
right now.
Yeah, same Andy. That's Andy brother. It's Andy brother.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I see that when you draft somebody, you have to think. I had the chance to draft Anthony Davis,
Yeah.
but his credit, I mean, his
Yeah.
background, is
Yeah.
making me not to draft that guy. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Because I
risk
know this.
reward, right?
Yeah, when it's in, it's good for you. But when it's out, it's gonna be out
For a
many
while.
times.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, and if you have that case, and now you got Lucas, two of the youth best players out, it's
Ooh,
gonna be crazy.
it'll be
You
hard
got
to
to think
win.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to think, and this is crazy. That this can change next week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because sometimes we think we healthy, and we can get injured, and when we have problem. But he need to stop be desperate. He need to start thinking better and let the players play. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
watch them how they playing, and little by little, you got chance to get back on.
Yeah, no, he dropped a couple good players that I've seen, man. I picked up one. I think you picked up one. He's dropping a couple good players, man. I had him as like one of the better teams with with Luca and Anthony Davis but and Vucevic. But like I said, it was always I had to do if they stayed healthy. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because like you said, when he's healthy, when AD's healthy. 60, 50, easily. But that's
Hmm.
when he's healthy. How many times he missed in
Yeah.
the past few years? A lot. A
Yeah.
lot.
You know what? Cano, he dropped um what's his name? Daniel.
Yeah, Dyson
Jason
Daniels.
Daniel. Jason
Yep.
Daniel. He dropped him, right?
Yep.
And he didn't watch the Trey Young work. Now they're gonna use Daniel a little
Yeah.
longer. Ne- I picked him right away, and he gave me 54. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? I
exactly.
say
Hey,
I know this is gonna happen.
and then guess what? And then guess what? Then I get phone calls, right? It's like, oh look, anytime Denny picks somebody, they drop 50. Hey, but the thing is, you're paying attention on the movement, right? You're paying attention
Yeah.
on who's out other than them. Like I was just talking about earlier before you came on, he because I just say just because Gano's team has it. Jaren Jackson Jr., right? The power forward center for Memphis, right? Ja just got suspended because he's being how do you say a nuisance to his team. Something's going on in that locker room. So hey, let's say they trade Jaren Jackson Jr. could get some more reps, get some more
Hmm.
points, So it's
Yeah.
just those little things that you gotta pay attention other than just, oh, he's out, he's out. You gotta pay attention to uh the rumors and everything around the news around the league. So,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
before I
I'm
let
gonna
you
give you.
go, oh, I'm sorry, go for it.
Uh-huh. No, no. I want to give you an example.
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
I was talking to you about this at work. Kyle Kuzma. You know what I
Y-
mean?
Yep.
I was telling you that maybe he's not fitting well in that team. You know what
Yeah,
I
with
mean?
Milwaukee.
But in this, yeah, Milwaukee. But in the same time, I say no. Let me wait a little bit because maybe he's getting comfortable, and
Yeah,
getting better. And he's now dropping a little better. You know what I mean? I was
yeah,
about to drop him, but I said let me wait a little bit. You know what
yeah.
I mean? If you got desperate,
You
maybe you
drop
change one of the best players.
exactly. Different system, different, players to play with, different play styles. It's
Hmm.
just stuff that, takes time sometimes to for, the players to get used to.
Yep.
All right, let's do the last segment that we say it's pick 'em, right? So pick one team and another. All right. So we're going by matchups. I'll let you know the matchups. I have the matchups pulled up right here, and then you just say, hey, I think this team would win more than this team. And if you want to give a quick reason why, just give a quick reason why, then we keep going. All right. So the first
Hmm.
matchup we have, right, is Big Papa, Joseph Trinidad versus Curry gotta be Jokic. All right. Big Papa got Giannis, Zach LaVine. On this team, Curry gotta be Jokic. What a name. Got Steph Curry and Jokic. 0 and 2 versus 2 and 0.
Okay. I think Andy's gonna win that one too. You know what I mean? I think Andy's gonna win. For me, Andy is in that one.
All right, we got Andy winning. All right. Next one, we got Team Garcia versus Hoopers. So it's Harold versus Adonai. 1 and 1 Harold versus 0 and 2 Adonai.
Garcia's.
Garcia, damn man. It looks like everyone who's 0 and 2 is gonna be 0 and 3 next year. I mean next week. All right. We got Ja the shooter, which is Brian Rodriguez versus IR squad. Gano.
Yeah, the shooter. Brian.
Damn. Cano, when you get on, I want to hear some
Brian, right
answers.
away.
Right away, right? No, not even thinking.
And it's about, Brian is dropping a lot of points. That
Oh
team
no,
is
yeah.
crazy too.
Well,
You know,
well, he blew out Harold by almost 600 points.
yeah,
He wasn't the highest, but I think he was like at least top three in scoring last week.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Wemby, ese monstruo, that monster right there, Wemby.
yeah.
Whew. All right. We got Duck Dynasty versus yours truly, the Alexander Greats versus Pops versus me.
Alexander's great.
I,
Alexander.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you, I'm always up there with you, Denny. Don't worry. It's gonna be me and you in the finals again, maybe.
there you go.
All right, and then last matchup, we have yours truly, stay humble, Denny Martinez versus Team Ballers, David B. Spot. And before you say your name, right? I just want to say this is the team of the undefeated. Both of them 2-0. Someone's gonna leave with an L. All right, so who you got winning?
Okay. In this one, I wanted to tell you something.
All right, go for it.
David, he's crazy. He can do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And that team, that for me, that team is I don't say that he's gonna win, but I say
it's
they
dangerous.
he, he's gonna be a challenge. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think in this one we're gonna fight to the winning, but I got I gotta go
Of
for me. You know what
course,
I mean?
right? Of course, you're gonna pick
You
yourself.
know what I mean?
Who do you
Yeah,
pick? And just to
yeah.
be clear, I had Andy beating Joseph. I had Garcia as well. I got Ja the shooter as well. I have myself as well. And I'm staying with Stay Humble this time. The last couple. Well, I was watching the last couple videos, and I kept picking against you. So this week, I'm not gonna pick against you this week. I can't. I can't. I can't. I gotta go. I gotta
Okay.
go with you. All right.
And
That my,
and you and Andy went against me last week, and I
yeah,
say
we
okay,
did. Yeah, we
and
did.
I remember David.
Yeah, he went
David
for
say
you.
no,
If I'm not
I'm going to
mistaken, he
stay
went.
home.
Yeah, and I know, but we went right against you. So, all right, Danny, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor. Thank you for showing up. We're gonna have you on sooner or later again. Um, hopefully, we can see each other in the finals, me and you, right?
There you go.
If we can.
Yeah, yeah, we can do that. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be a little bit tough
Yeah, it's gonna be
because
a long.
we
It's a
have some
long
good
year.
team. We have some good team. We cannot, like I say, like it happened with you guys against me. Me subestiman. I don't know how to say that in English.
It's
You
okay. Yeah, it's all
me
good.
subestiman like the guy with the papers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah,
one
yeah.
that the guy that he don't. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
I
you
can't say
underestimated
that.
you.
Yeah,
Underestimated you.
exactly. Because something, you know, you can see one of these guys that's losing right now, the next round,
Yeah,
getting
come
back
up.
on. You know
Yeah.
what I
Hey,
mean?
remember, I
Yeah,
like you went against Harold in the finals, right? But
yeah,
everyone forgets, right? To be fair, everyone forgets that Harold was one of the lowest teams. He had to win like seven straight for him to
well,
get to the playoffs. And
mm-hmm,
then he beat I think Andy and then he beat another team,
yeah,
just to make it to the final. So it's not like, he was up there, with you what 15-2, 16-2.
yeah,
No, he was low and then he came back to go to
yeah,
the finals.
yeah, yeah. And I win, but that was a lucky,
That's
that
like,
was a lucky, a lucky
hey,
crazy thing. You know what I mean?
Red
I,
Van
I was,
Vliet
I was,
sitting, right?
I was with my wife in the room. I say, man, the only way that I can win is that they sit down his player. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because I remember Rockets was beating, these other team for a lot. And I tell my wife, when they winning by a lot, they sit down the good stars. You know what
Is
I mean? And he have one of the stars left, on the game.
yep.
And they sit them down, and that's when I say, man, I win because of
There we
that.
go.
You know what I mean? That was a
Because yeah, you
blessing.
never know. Stuff like that, you never know. All right,
Yeah.
Daddy. I appreciate it for you coming, man. I'll see y'all next time.
All right. See ya.
All right. Right. What everyone's been waiting for is the power rankings. Here, the power rankings. And here they are. Right. So we have a number one rank for Andy and for me. We have Stay Humble. We have Curry Gotta Be Jokers for 2, same. We have Alexander Greats, ranked 3. We have Team Ballers for Andy, ranked 4. Me, I have Ja the Shooter. 5, we got him switched. Andy got Ja the Shooter, and I have Team Ballers, right? Ranked number 6, we both have Team Garcia. Rank 7, Andy has IR Squad, and I have Big Papa. Rank number 8, he has Big Papa, and I have Hoopers. Rank number 9, Andy has Hoopers, and I have Duck Dynasty. And rank number 10, we have Duck Dynasty, and I have IR Squad. All right, man. If you see, I got some arrows, right? This is just what how I moved you guys up and down from last week's, right? So I have Stay Humble as number 1, and he stayed there. We have Curry Gotta Be Joking moving up because Team Garcia fell pretty fell pretty bad. We have Ja the Shooter moving up, Team Ballers moving up, and we have all those teams moving down. All right. So those are the rankings. These are the standings on the side, right? If you guys go to your fantasy app, you'll be able to see the standings. All right, so these are the standings. Oh, we have a typo too. Actually, we have 2 Big Papas. Actually, so on the standings, it's supposed to be Duck Dynasty as well, being number 10, I believe. So Duck Dynasty is number 10. So on the standings, that last Big Papa should be Duck Dynasty. So guys, that's the show for today. That's the show for today. Make sure you guys comment. Make sure you guys send some videos in the chat. Send some opinions in the chat. Send what you want to see, feedback in the chat. So let us know. All right, guys. See ya.